Hey. I'm still looking for Jesus. We want to see him, right? Today, I'm looking through a microscope at a seed, and I can see Jesus. What, you might ask? I know that seems a little bit strange, but listen to today's verse from Scripture. Jesus said, "Unless a grain of wheat falls into the earth and dies, it remains just a single grain. But if it dies, it bears much fruit." Check out this little tiny seed. By itself, it doesn't do very much, but if we plant this seed, amazing things begin to happen. Seeds start to grow and new plants grow and develop, and the seed will bear lots of new fruit. Watch this amazing time-lapse video that shows what happens when a seed is planted. Isn't that so cool? The tiny little seed that looks like it's basically good for nothing begins to grow roots, and then it sprouts up and eventually produces fruit. I bought a bunch of seeds this year that I'm going to plant in a garden, and I'm so excited about it. Hopefully I'll get lots of great fruit and vegetables from it. I'll keep you updated, but I'm accepting all tips from more experienced gardeners. I think about these seeds. Do they get to stay as seeds if they're going to produce a whole new plant? Not really. They have to die as seeds to grow into the new plant with roots and sprouts and fruit. So Jesus used this example from nature to help his disciples understand what he was talking about. In the scripture, Jesus tells the disciples about a grain of wheat. He tells them that the wheat can't do what it's supposed to do, which is grow into a plant, unless it stops being a grain of wheat. Jesus said that it's like the grain of wheat died. Now, this might sound like a sad thing that the grain of wheat has to die, but living as a plant sounds much better than living as a tiny grain or seed. The plant can offer things that the seed can't, like food or shelter or shade. It can even grow more seeds, which can grow into more new plants. The reason Jesus is talking to the disciples about a grain of wheat dying so it can become like a plant is because Jesus knows that he will soon stop being Jesus in the way that his disciples know him. Jesus knows that he's going to die and then be resurrected. But once he's resurrected, he's going to be different. Jesus wants his disciples to think about his life and death and resurrection in the same way they would think about a seed turning into a plant. He wants them to know that his resurrected life will be like a plant that keeps growing and that has new seeds, which is what his disciples will become, seeds that are a part of his new life, seeds that will share God's love and healing just like Jesus did. But his disciples will also have to die to themselves in order to let God be at work in their lives, making them more like Jesus. But when they do, they will be able to share the good news with others and bear more new fruit. And if we choose to accept Jesus' invitation to follow him, then we too can be seeds that are part of Jesus' new and better life that we can share with others. And that's the good news for today.